Okay, let's dive into this explainer, because what we're looking at today is an absolute game changer for international business. We're analyzing a massive new financial incentive that's designed specifically for Turkish service exports. If you're operating a service-based business out of Turkey and your clients are overseas, well, the landscape just shifted entirely in your favor. We're going to break down exactly what this new legislation means, step by step, straight from the source rules. 100%. That is the new magic number. What this actually means is that 100% of your overseas service income can stay directly in your pocket. We're talking absolutely zero tax burden. No complex math, no fractional deductions to figure out, just a total tax exemption on that revenue. But, as with literally any major financial incentive, the devil is heavily in the details. The government has set up some very strict hoops you're going to have to jump through to actually secure this.
So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the ultimate tax exemption. Second, who makes the cut. Third, the strict compliance checklist. Fourth, the golden repatriation rule. And finally, the 2026 timeline.
Section 1, the ultimate tax exemption. Now, what's really interesting about this first section is just how drastically the government has upgraded the playing field. They've seriously enhanced these financial incentives to make Turkey a highly competitive international hub. Previously, if you provided certain services to foreign entities, you got an 80% income exemption, which, let's be honest, was already a fantastic deal. But now, that exemption has been cranked up to an incredible 100%. It completely wipes out the taxable base for that specific income stream. Let's break down exactly what a zero tax burden means in practice. First off, because it's an export, you already have no VAT applied. There's no customs duty to worry about either. But the real kicker with this new 100% income exemption is that you can also be entirely exempted from corporate tax or income tax on these specific earnings. You are literally earning income without a single tax burden attached to it. It's just pure, retained revenue. Section 2. Who makes the cut? Of course, an incentive this powerful isn't just a free-for-all. The government is targeting a very specific VIP list of sectors that are explicitly outlined in the legislation. First step, the tech and data sectors. These businesses are prime candidates. So if your company provides software services to clients abroad, you're in. The exact same applies to data storage services, data processing, and data analysis services. The clear goal here is to incentivize the digital and tech economy to operate right out of Turkey while serving the global market. But hey, it's not just the software world. We also have specialized design and engineering. This covers architecture services, engineering, and general design services. Plus, if you're providing specialized quality assurance, think product testing services or certification services for entities based outside the country, you also make the cut. Finally, we've got the health, administrative, and educational sectors. Bookkeeping and call center services, fully eligible. Medical reporting is on the list too. But you really need to notice the strict condition for these next three: vocational training, educational services, and health services. These must be specifically determined, authorized, and supervised by the relevant ministries. You can't just suddenly set up an online tutoring business from your living room. It has to be officially recognized by the ministry. And here is the harsh reality you've got to accept. The source text is unequivocal about this strict exclusion. Service exports in sectors outside these explicitly listed categories absolutely cannot benefit from the 100% service export income exemption. If your specific business activity is not on that list we just went through, this tax benefit just does not apply to you, period. No exceptions. Section 3. The strict compliance checklist. Let's move to this and see how it builds on everything we've talked about so far. Because just being in the right sector, that's only step one. Since this is an income exemption, you only get to keep the money if you execute the transaction perfectly according to the law. The legislation requires you to follow an exact logical journey. Step 1. The service must actually be provided abroad, and the benefit of that service has to be realized abroad. You can't just bill a foreign company for something they're using locally right here in Turkey. Step 2, you must officially issue the invoice for the relevant service to foreign resident entities or individuals. And Step 3, which is absolutely critical, the payment must be received as foreign currency directly into a bank account located in Turkey. Section 4, the golden repatriation rule. This right here is the single biggest hurdle, and honestly, it's where I guarantee a lot of businesses are going to make a very expensive mistake. All of these legal maneuverings fall under what the government calls Communique number 49. In short, your accounting, your deductions, and all your financial transfers have to follow this specific tax regulation to the absolute letter. As with most tax laws, it leaves literally zero room for creative interpretation. Let me actually read this direct quote from the source text because it really is that important. The full amount of the foreign currency must be brought into the country by the deadline for filing the annual tax return for the relevant period. Did you catch the key phrase in there? The full amount. Not most of it, not just your profit margin. Every single cent of that foreign currency payment must hit a Turkish bank account by the annual tax deadline. So the crucial point is this immense all-or-nothing risk. The legislation explicitly warns that bringing only a portion of the foreign currency will not prevent the loss of this right. Let's say you earn $100,000 abroad, and you bring $99,000 into Turkey, but you leave $1,000 in a foreign account just to cover some quick expenses. Guess what? You just voided your compliance. You will lose the 100% tax exemption on the entire amount. It is incredibly strict.
Section 5, the 2026 timeline.
Because as of today, May 20th, 2026, these rules are actively in play. The 100% exemption application officially kicked off on January 1st, 2026. What that means is, if you had relevant income in the first provisional period of 2026, you're eligible to benefit right now. But that timeline is moving fast toward the ultimate deadline, the annual tax return. And remember, that is exactly when the full amount of your foreign currency must securely be sitting in a Turkish bank account. Which leaves us with the most important question for you to answer today. Are you meeting all the strict deadlines to secure your 100% tax exemption? You have the opportunity to keep absolutely all of your service export income completely tax-free, but one missed sector classification, one improperly issued invoice, or even one single dollar left in a foreign bank account at the tax deadline, and the whole benefit vanishes. Review your compliance, check your accounts, and make absolutely sure your business is positioned to capitalize on this massive advantage. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.